Hi, I'm Betty Banjack, and this is Look Who's Cooking. And look who's back again.
Hello, thanks for having me back.
Suzanne Smart came back to cook for us. Now, I forgot, is this Christmas Eve or Christmas morning breakfast?
This is a Christmas Eve, after midnight mass breakfast.
You got that all in it?
I did.
Okay, so she's here to show us how her family does their Christmas celebrating. And so why don't we just get started and
Sure.
we'll go from there.
This is my family. Once I was of a certain age to be able to go to midnight mass with my family.
How old?
Probably.
I understand that because people take little babies.
Yeah, well, no, this is, I don't know how to say this without ruining anything. When I was old enough to be Santa's helper.
Oh, okay.
Then we would all go to midnight mass, and my father didn't go. He was a faithful man, but kind of didn't do the church thing. So he would stay home, and he would make this huge breakfast for everybody, so that when we got back, we would, we always used to love it. But this is just a small portion of what he would do, and it's the piece de résistance, you could say, is the French toast that was my recipe that my mother found from an actual French cooking book. And
Are you French background?
No.
No?
I am as Irish as the day is long. But I'll steal from whoever I need to if it's good.
I know that. And if it's a holiday and there's food,
Oh,
I
please.
celebrate it.
You got it. Absolutely. So this is different from a lot of the French toast recipes that you hear, which is usually egg and cinnamon, and you dip it and you stick it on. What we're going to do is what makes the difference is you make a paste of flour and milk, and then you fold that into the eggs. And the recipe is easy because you use the, like right now I'm doing 3 eggs, and I'll do 3 tablespoons of flour. So the same number of eggs that you have, you use the same number of tablespoons of flour.
Tablespoons.
Tablespoons, and then you double the tablespoons of milk. So it's the flour and the eggs are the same, and you double the milk.
So it's 3, 3, and 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have 3 eggs, you do 3 tablespoons of flour, 6 tablespoons of milk. If you're doing 6 eggs, it's 6 and then 6 tablespoons of flour and 12 tablespoons of milk. So
I haven't seen brown eggs in a while.
I know. I like to use organic if we have the choice. That's actually a line from the show I'm currently in. And I've kind of come to a point in my life where I'm trying to do more healthful things.
We only show on the credits under your name that you're doing one show now.
Right.
But you've done a lot of shows in the area.
Oh yeah, I primarily do television and radio voiceover.
Oh yeah, I
Yes,
didn't know that.
That's mainly what I do. But I'm currently working on Menopause The Musical, and I'm the understudy for 2 of the roles. And an eggshell, I hate that. I'm the understudy for 2 of the roles, and I'm also the dance captain.
How about this?
And well, an eggshell will always stick to the shell. That's why you use another
My
shell
boss
to get it out.
saw Menopause The Musical and said it was really quite
Oh, it's hysterical.
funny and interesting.
Very
and
funny.
hysterical, yeah.
And it's basically they've taken it's a 90-minute show, and they've taken.
Do you use the pie plate for a reason other than the
I
dish?
use this simply because what we're going to do is you're going to make the paste, make the batter per se for the and you don't want to over mix, but you want to make sure you have no yolks sticking by themselves. I use this because what we're going to do is take the bread and dip it in here and then put it on the griddle. So this just seems to be more conducive space-wise to be able to dip the bread. So you have
we
that
have
done.
the egg in there, that's all, right?
So we have 3 eggs. So now we're going to take 3 tablespoons of flour. Okay. You guys see that?
Do they have to be exact?
Well, you want to keep them as even as possible. Let me borrow that for a second. And I have this kind of packed down, which you don't want it packed. That's not the plan. Okay, so you have
But
1.
not heaping all over
Right.
the place. You know, the 2 thoughts of cooking.
2.
One is you use measurement for measurement, and the other one is you just put it in.
I know. Okay, so
I'm a combination. It depends on what I'm making.
yeah, it depends on what it, like if it comes to seasoning, I'll
and
do
cakes too. You got to be precise on a cake.
Yeah, anything.
You don't
that's
have to be
like,
precise on a meat dish.
Exactly. So then, once again, I have organic milk.
Organic whole milk.
And you can use whatever milk you want on this, obviously, if you...
Is the organic whole milk easy to find, or you have to go out of your way
actually,
to look for it?
no, I get this in Acme. I use either this brand or Horizon. And, it doesn't.
it's
Well,
frothy.
that's just simply because I stupidly went and.
Okay, are we
so you have-
counting?
Yeah. Whoop.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yay.
Well, question, if your mother, if you're all Irish, and your mother got this authentic French recipe, why was she looking for an authentic French recipe?
She wasn't. It was in a magazine she was reading.
Oh.
And I don't know whether it was Good Housekeeping or something like that.
It was
And-
just one of those things.
Yeah,
huh?
and it's been in our, we've used it in our family for a very long time. Matter of fact, my son, who's in high school, he knows how to make this. He impresses his friends all the time. They like to come over and stay overnight because he cooks in the morning. There we go. Now, what you do instead of, to make it faster, you just put it in a container that you can mix. And by doing this, you're going to get most of the lumps out because you want it to be as smooth as possible. And then it makes this nice paste.
Do you have any other holiday family celebrations that you?
Well, we love, our Christmas Eve is our big time. We really love that. And then we always stay up really late.
Take a sleep-in Christmas
We
morning?
do. We sleep in Christmas morning, and then we all open one present before we go to bed, Christmas Eve or Christmas morning at that point. And then, we do the typical, I've taken to, since I do turkey at Thanksgiving, I like to do a really nice steak or a beautiful roast or something like that
love
for
ham.
Christmas. Yeah. Now you just very gently fold this mixture into the eggs.
I think duck is making a comeback.
It is. It really is. I know
But
that.
I'm not too partial to duck because most of it's dark meat.
That's true. It's not as healthful. Now, normally, while this is being done, my mother would always, if we made this on a regular morning, my mother would have me do the next phase of this while she was getting the batter together, which
do
is yes, you take whatever bread you want to use, and you can use whatever bread you want. We have a combination of potato bread and some healthy 7-grain bread, because the browner you go, the better, the more healthful things are for you. But now we're going to ruin the healthy bread by you do 5 pats of butter on it. What you do is you do in each of the corners, and just do thin pats, each of the corners of the bread,
fat pats.
and then you spread it down, and then you do one in the center, just a dollop. And what that does is you don't have to grease your pan because the butter on the bread acts as a conduit to keep the bread from sticking to the pan. And it also makes it so good.
This bread, though, will 5 pats of butter, even if they're thin.
I know.
Will get the.
It'll help your arteries clog up in a heartbeat.
You said it. I can get it out there. That was down over
Your arteries are already clogging.
They're already clogged, my arteries. But looking at this, they're jumping out of the pan, clogging
Yes,
it up.
there we go. Now then, what we would also have, I have the pork roll here as well. Taylor
I
pork
haven't
roll.
seen pork roll like
Yeah,
this in
it comes.
ages.
Yeah, you can get it, and this is a 1 pound. You can get it's 1 pound 8 ounce, 1.5
Yeah,
pounds,
1.5.
and you can get it in a pound. You can get it pre-sliced, whatever. I prefer just to slice it myself because I don't like it
The
real
kind
thin.
you get the Taylor pork roll, and you just everything's even exactly pat.
Right. And normally you want to put pork roll on a cold pan. You don't want to reheat, you don't want it on a preheated pan. We have this preheated because we're going to be doing this. Now I'm hoping that's hot enough. Now what you do is you take the butter side of your bread first. Can you guys see that? You take, can we get over to, yeah, there we go. Thanks. So you take the butter side of your bread and you put the butter side down first in your batter. Go around like that. Then you flip it like that.
Oh, I
You
like
wanna-
that batter.
Yeah, you want to make sure. And then you take it carefully and put it butter side down on your container. On your fry pan. Okay. And see, it's sizzling up already. Oh, that nice butter.
You like butter?
I do. It's a curse. But I figure at least if I'm using organic butter, I don't feel
You
as guilty
enjoy
about
your
it.
child.
I know.
You put the butter side down first?
Put the butter side down because that's what keeps it from sticking. Okay.
Was that down first?
Yep, that's not the butter side.
It's not. It's
Nope.
coming through.
No, all it is just
I pressed too hard.
It's okay. It's all good. It all ends up cooked. That's all that matters.
It's always fun to do things with
we-
people, how they celebrate the holiday.
Absolutely. Okay. So this is really
There's
good.
so many customs. Some of them
yeah.
are so little stupid customs,
Just, yeah.
but you got to do them, you know?
I know. We always string popcorn Christmas Eve to put on our Christmas tree. Popcorn and cranberries. Thank you. And you know, our like I said, our big thing is Christmas Eve. We love Christmas Eve, and along with this, my father would do his eggs, and I've since changed. Yeah, really good. I've since expanded his recipe for his eggs, and we would do, you know, scrapple and bacon.
You like
and,
scrapple?
My father cooked it perfectly.
I like
It's really
scrapple. I don't eat scrapple only because another of the arteries are
All right,
straining
exactly.
if you eat the,
So basically, this Christmas Eve breakfast is like, you know,
it's going to get you. If it doesn't
gonna
get you.
get you.
Well, you know, I'm at the assistant living, the Colonnade,
Uh-huh.
and the favorite meal of the week, they usually have the same meals every week, but like Monday's the same, Tuesday's the same, is when they have scrapple. Everybody's down to breakfast.
Oh, that's too funny.
You know, when they don't have scrapple, there are not as many. Some don't come. They eat in their
Right.
own room. But
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get the pork roll going.
now, if we would have started that cold, again, I forgot what you said. Why it was better?
I don't know. I know that my Frank, to be honest, I don't know. I know
Your
that my
mother
father,
told you that.
My father.
Oh,
my
your father.
You always start the pork roll on a cold pan.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
you always
because it's
listened to your
partially.
father,
That's
didn't
right.
you?
I guess it's because it's partially cooked.
Do you have any Irish customs you did too, or everything was
Nothing was, I mean, it was specific to, you know, our family. You know, we would, I know when my parents were young, the big thing was to go, a lot of parishes had midnight masses, and they grew up in the Fairmount section of Philadelphia. And the big thing was to go around and visit the different churches. You know, you went to
yeah.
midnight mass, and then you went and visited churches. That was like a big deal.
I remember my friends lived in the Fairmount area
Oh, really?
for quite a while, and I remember them saying that they weren't even church-going people.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, they would go visit the churches.
Yeah,
and see what-
because, I mean, the decorations were so
I think
beautiful.
they thought it redeemed them for the rest of the year, but it didn't, you know.
So what's
how
your-
long has this has been on?
Well, you keep an eye on it, so it's just starting to bubble.
I don't know. It smells good.
Yep, and we want to make sure we don't burn it, because that would really
They're not good burnt.
Oh, well, I mean, it's always good, and then you flip
Not
it.
bur- no, it isn't
Okay, that's
really
not
burnt.
cooked, that's
It's
not
not
cooked
cooked
enough. So I'm gonna turn that up
Okay.
again. Because you should end up, this should be a nice golden brown and cooked all the way. So I don't want to flip it back
Well,
over
one of
again.
the things, Suzanne thought I had a double burner,
Yeah.
and we're doing this on a single burner.
Right.
And I noticed the half that's a little off the
is-
burner is
right.
not quite.
Not quite as well done, so we'll move that over. So that's good. But
It
so what are
smells-
some of the customs with your family?
Oh,
What did you guys
it's
do?
Hungarians and Slovak. And
Uh-huh.
They have a lot. They love. I know mushroom soup for Christmas Eve dinner. They all have that.
We would do
And I don't
oyster
think they do
stew.
it much anymore. I don't know about oyster stew, but I don't know anyone in my family that eats oyster stew, so I don't. It
My
could have
father
been the
made a real
custom,
good one. Yeah.
but you know, if you don't like it, you don't make it, and you don't eat it.
Exactly.
So, but theirs is the cookies they make before. They make those little nut-filled cookies.
Oh, yeah.
There's big rolls they take and they roll up with nuts and lekvar
Yeah.
and
Wow.
apricot.
Oh.
So theirs, I think, is more of the cookies and the goodies than just the food. Well, that's pretty good.
That's looking better. It's just that one end's not cooking as well, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But at least y'all get the idea. But it smells great. That's cool.
I know.
This one looks
Watch,
better.
you're going to knock the meat out of the pan.
This looks. Yeah. So
I could suggest we sing Christmas carols, but you don't want me to sing. You sing well, very well.
I do.
I get
I'm
paid
lucky.
not to sing.
I'm lucky.
Hey, lady, you want to make $1?
Yeah, don't sing.
Even Christmas carols.
So we would do.
My mother loves to sing Christmas carols. She sings out on. She's worse than no. Her voice is gone with her age.
Right.
It doesn't bother her. She just sings right out all
that's
those
too funny.
carols and stuff.
Well, good for her. I mean, that's
so
great.
what are we doing now? We're still waiting for this to cook.
Yeah, it's almost done. Because now, once you flip it over, then you need to let it cook on the other side. Okay, and the biggest thing is you want to avoid burning it. And we don't have as much control over the temperature with this, so it's a little more difficult.
It's not burning. That's crispy brown.
Yeah, but it usually gets this really nice, all golden, like a light brown tan thing across the whole thing.
This is cheating.
This is.
Because, yeah, I'll tell you what, I thought this was going to be 2 pieces of bread, if you remember.
I'm ready
to work up 2 pieces. No, just one. It's a great way of, actually, if it may be a little much, but you're eating half as much.
Right, exactly. That's if you only want one piece.
Think of it that way. I mean,
if you only want one piece. Then again, if you're like me, you do a stack.
Well, then you have to have another one. I know.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, they're coming along nicely.
Yeah.
Now, you did not butter this pan because you butter.
Right, so you don't need to, because that's overkill. So you don't need to, but if you see like the section where it wasn't.
Yeah, that's the corners that were
off.
On the off end.
So
because if you notice now, it's all getting brown.
Yeah, because I turned it up a little bit. But there we go. Okay. And the pork rolls looking
even
good.
if they're burnt, I don't care. This one's getting very brown.
Yeah, it is. The do you want to cook some more?
Ooh.
Look at that. See, that's looking a little bit better. Here, we can butter some more bread. And then see, we'll do, and then the way you serve it is you put your syrup on it, and then you dress it with powdered sugar.
Oh,
so, yeah. So here, if we want to get.
What do you need?
I'm just doing a
plate.
Yeah.
Sure, use the good stuff.
We use the good stuff, that's right. So if we take, which kind do you want? What do you want to taste?
Oh, I don't know. Decision.
Do you want one of each?
Oh, no. I'm going to try this one.
Okay. So if you take your bread, your now no longer bread, French toast, and you put a little syrup on it. Usually I like to heat the syrup.
Yeah, how do you do that? You just put it in a little.
This one's great. You just put it in the microwave. It's got an indicator.
Oh, it tells you there.
Yeah, it's got an indicator that tells you whether or not it's hot enough. And then you cover it with powdered sugar. Isn't that pretty?
It's gorgeous.
Very nice. Okay, you take a taste. Let me know what you think.
Take a taste. I have a fork down. Oh, she
There you
knows where all the forks are now. But I'm going to cut this in half.
Sure.
Because I don't. Are you going to make any more?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some
Make some
batter
for
left.
everybody?
We'll only make it for them if they stop talking, but that's okay.
Who? What?
Just teasing. Here, we'll do some more. What do you think?
Syrup's very good.
Yeah, it is good.
There's not even any gourmet syrup.
No, it's just regular old.
Hungry Jack.
You got it. Okay, and here, do you want to taste some pork roll? Are you a pork roll gal?
Oh, sure. That
Okay.
I am. Give me
Here.
the little end
That
piece.
little guy?
Yeah.
There you go. And that with the salt with the sweet works out really well. So here we go. I'll do some more butter. Pour that. And I use the organic butter too. I mean, I try to do organic if I have the choice, which, you wouldn't know it to look at me, but I do try to do that as often as I can. So you just put little butter pats on the 4 corners and then in the center. And you don't have to do, probably if you do it thinly, you're maybe using 1.5 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of butter. But, it just seems like, whoa, that's a lot of butter. And it's really not as bad as you think.
You're one of the butter queens. You and
am.
Julia. Child, that is.
I know. Boy, what a loss. And she passed on. She's
Well, my
just
dream
amazing.
went down, when Julia died. I always wanted to have lunch with her at least,
Oh, I
or
know.
coffee.
My
And
goodness.
never made it. Really upsets me.
She was amazing. And see,
I
so
read
it's
her
got-
life story,
Really?
and we have so much in common. I mean, down to, I appreciate this story I want to tell you. When there's a fire in her house one time,
Yeah.
and she threw out all she could throw out the window.
Right.
And one of the things she threw almost everything out was all her shoes.
Oh, no.
And they thought it was hysterical. Well, the woman wore a size 12 shoe.
It was hard to
Difficult to find a size 12 shoe.
Right.
So what did they do? She threw out with,
What was hard to replace?
you got it. And I wear a size 12.
So there you go. It's like,
And she's had knee problems and everything else.
yeah,
So I equated
Yeah.
with her a great deal.
yeah.
Making
So
some
let me
more.
see. Yep.
Hey, you guys are going to have a real treat.
Yeah. So how much pork roll should I do? We'll get some more
Well, we
pork
got
roll in there.
2 thumbs up from one person. Oh, 2 thumbs up. Oh, we got right in the front. We got
There
3
you go.
thumbs up. Three
Yeah.
people having 2 thumbs up.
There, that's good.
And then there's people in the.
Yep. So
Remote
I've got
control
plenty to
room.
do some more. Let me get another fork.
See, this is food they know and understand.
Right.
When we had someone do venison one day, they were very careful.
They weren't sure.
But they
weren't-
wound up eating it all, I think, in the end. But they were very careful in the beginning because they didn't.
They didn't know what it was.
They knew, but they know what it is.
But what
they
it was
didn't know
gonna
what they were
taste
eat
like,
It, but they
yeah.
ate it, I think, and was all of it. And the gentleman that did that show was very pleased. That's his thing in life, is to get people to eat it
Wow, that's cool.
that does not eat that.
Well, if you look, if you can
Yeah.
see, the bread starts popping a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's like
It pulsing.
Percolator.
Percolating. Yes, it starts. When it starts doing that, usually that's a good indicator that it's safe to turn it over.
oh,
Let me
is
take
it?
a look. Oh, yes.
Hey, oh,
There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yay! I don't care what it looks like. It tastes great.
Yeah, this one's just starting. There we
Oh,
go.
perfect,
See, aren't
perfect.
they pretty?
I even know that's perfect.
Yeah, they're very pretty. Very, very pretty. So, and it's so good. But I was going to do my dad's eggs as well, but I'm not sure if I don't think we have the time for that. But the
How long
difference,
does it take?
well, we'd have to take this off and
Uh-huh.
use another pan. But I can tell you real quick what he does. You take the eggs and you use cheese. And the important thing is to use regular cheese, not cheese food. So when you're looking at your package, make sure it doesn't say cheese food, that it says
Or plastic cheese.
right, pasteurized processed American cheese, not cheese food. And a lot of the stuff that you find that's packaged like this is cheese food. So it's real important that you double check that. But you use a slice of cheese per egg. This is another artery clogging meal. And you use garlic powder and onion powder. And if you want, you can add a little bit of dill or a little bit of chive, whatever you prefer. And then if that's not delicious, oh my goodness.
What do you do with the egg?
You just scramble them. It's a scrambled egg.
Oh, with the cheese in it.
But it's
okay.
it's the ratio of pieces of cheese to egg.
1 for 1, huh?
Yeah, 1 for
You're
1.
good with that. You have ratios. That's wonderful. No, I'm not being funny because I could you didn't have to write it down. I would remember
The two, yeah,
eggs,
double the milk.
Everything's
Yeah.
doubled.
Yep.
Uh,
There we go.
the 222. Oh my,
Okay.
this is going to be.
Yeah, I'll do some more of the. I'll make you guys eat healthy. I'll do some. It's good. It's good. Trust me, it's very good.
It's bread.
And it's crunchy. It's crunchy, so it's good.
They have those things on the top, the crunchies. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this is 7 grain. 7 or 12 grain. I like that.
You're
So-
doing a Christmas show now too, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. I was working on a Christmas Carol, and unfortunately, we had a little problem with a miscommunication, and the producer didn't have an understudy for me because I'm obligated with Menopause the Musical. But it's really fun. It's down at Braddock's Tavern in Medford, New Jersey, and they serve a meal during the show, a traditional English meal,
Oh yeah.
and we do a comedic version of Christmas Carol.
I would
And-
like that much better.
yeah, and we pull people from the audience to play different parts, and they come out script in hand with some little costume pieces or whatnot, and it's always very funny. And we make our ghosts, like the Ghost of Christmas Past does it a la Don Corleone.
I like things like that so much.
Yeah.
The takeoff so much better. I mean, the Christmas Carol, it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
I mean, the
tradition
story
and
is-
people
yeah.
think. But there's that, and some of the new Christmas movies that are coming out
Yeah.
are absolutely
Well,
different. I don't
yeah.
even know if they're any good, but
Yeah.
just the
Well, I know, like, I haven't seen Polar Express yet, and I haven't seen Christmas with the Cranks yet. But I love the Santa Claus. I thought that was really funny.
Well, the
But, you know,
Polar Express is
I'm
the
hearing that
background
it's
to
really,
that is unreal. This
I
is
know.
what they're taking, and they're using some kind of some
They're
kind of
doing-
equipment, and they're doing animation with the equipment.
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
all
doing,
blue screen.
It's
It's
unreal.
all blue
Tom
screen.
Hanks plays 4 or 5 parts.
I know, he plays the conductor, he plays the little boy, and he plays the hobo, and he plays Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So, it's awesome.
Oh, she's still cooking away
I
here.
am cooking. Well, look who's cooking. We have a little bit of batter left, so I want to make sure
Are
I
you
get
going to
it
use
all.
it all up, huh?
Yeah, because,
How many of these things do you think your mother made one Christmas?
oh my goodness, my
meal.
father, geez Louise, probably, because I'm one of 7, so I'm sure that he probably made a quadruple
9.
batter at least. And then we'd always have guests over, you know? So
I like
sometimes when you're
guests.
getting right towards the end,
I like
you
to
have
be
to
guests.
really, yes, be our guest, be our guest. So
One of my favorite
this
things-
last one may not be as good because I don't have as much batter left. But don't worry, guys, I can always make more batter.
She'll eat that one.
That's
right?
right. That's right.
It's her breakfast.
That's right.
I'm just eating
So-
away. I'm watching her. It's fun.
But it's great. But, you know, Menopause the Musical, it's really fun down at Society Hill Playhouse, and Christmas Carol at Braddock's Tavern in Medford, New Jersey. And
You're busy, busy, busy.
That's right.
You have a son, don't you?
yes, I do. He's in high school.
Poor child. Oh,
I know, right?
I didn't say that.
That was your outside voice, Betty.
Not my. Poor child. Listen, I guess we're going to keep cooking up, so we have this all finished, and we're going to have to go, these good people, because it's time to split and
That's
to
right.
get on with our Christmas shopping or Christmas whatever we have to do. Some of us have to work to pay for the bills. So this is Betty Banjack and Suzanne Smart wishing you all a very good holiday. Bye
Thank you.
now.
Bye-bye.
This is great.
Isn't that